And so back to the point of this log, in coming up with a three-dimensional representation for what this might be like, I need to have some type of geometry. I mean, the whole concept is that there is an actual geometric mapping in the third dimension. There will be a three-dimensional version of astrotometry that tries to flesh out the details, that tries to flesh out the structure without resorting to a strictly mathematical abstraction. You know, like trying to understand particle physics without calculus is impossible. And so, but with astrotometry, it shouldn't be so unapproachable. There should be a way to map the three-dimensional conception of astrotometry to what we perceive in the third dimension without completely ripping apart our notions of time and space. And so that's part of the reason I haven't tried to assign any new variables other than the hypertime variable, and I haven't even decided on how exactly it's going to be measured yet. But the concept is that because of the hypertime, because of the way that we're moving through time, the sun has a particular composite relationship. In other words, it's not a singular object, and it represents, in a sense, it represents the Earth over a year. So it's in a sense an Earth year, and so there's this time component that is strictly reflected, that is strictly related to the movement of our planet. That it's very measurable. You can see the particle storm takes a certain amount of time to get to the Earth. You know, the light, if you do the calculations, you know, our theory is that the light takes a certain amount of time to get to the Earth, that the time is involved. It's just the way we're thinking about how the time is related to the energy. You know, we know that the sun is the source of life and the source of the movement, and without the sun, the Earth would be a completely inanimate object. And so, to inanimate in the sense that there wouldn't be anything moving, it would be a solid, frozen, you know, blob. And so, in astrotometry, this relationship is explored a lot more. The fundamental nature of the relationship has been significantly diminished by our notion that the sun is this spherical fire that is completely separate from the Earth. That's a terrible way to look at it, and it defies the notion of the photon. It defies the concept of entanglement that exists through space and time, and it disrespects the fact that the sun is the source of life on Earth.